Good afternoon, yarnies, sturdy hookers, and fiber fiends. How is everybody? Uh, we're just getting ready because getting ready for the raid train to come our way. So I'm just prepping things. How is everybody? Let me catch up and see who's in here already. I know Cleansy got first. Hey there, Moth, and Crafting Sam, and Just Curious Brain Cell pressing buttons. Um, Hey there, Spy Guy. Here for the lurks and craftings end up with 2 cob tabs. Yes, that's fine. Yep, no problem with that. That's okay, Tatter. I know you're getting ready to start your stream. You have a good stream as well, Tatter, if you can hear me. Whiskey Ghoul pressing buttons, and Sam is on a 3-stream streak. Cobb, I'm gonna try to fish you. Wait. I'm gonna try to fish me a raid. Oh, wait. You're gonna try to get me a raid? Well, thank you. That's like the nicest thing that anybody has done for me all day. I would greatly appreciate that, Supreme Doom. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that somebody's gonna go and find me a raid? Um, gonna stream at 6. Very cool. Doing good. Getting popcorn ready for the entertainment. Oh, I haven't had popcorn in a while. Should you game or craft? Well, if you would game, what game would you play? And if you would craft, what craft would you craft? You'll notice that a lot of my redeems have been turned off. I'm not feeling the best. I'm feeling a lot better than I was. Woke up yesterday with a really bad sore throat and a headache. The sore throat's a lot better. And the headache is still there. So, and also we might be having company here in the stream, so I don't want to overwhelm our guests that might come in. I don't want to shock them too much. Try your best, not super influential like Cleansy, but yeah, you do your best. And hopefully you can find somebody. But I appreciate that. Just need to show some of your Supreme charms of yours. Yes, Supreme has those charms. Game. Oh, Witchy Weaver's on a 10. Wow. Witchy Weaver is on a 10-stream streak. Everybody, in the sound of my voice, before anything should happen, go and follow Witchy Weaver. I implore you. If I can spell. Why isn't this working? A minute. Go and follow them. They are trying to get affiliate. They are on the affiliate grind. They are really close to knocking out some of the what do you call them? Achievements. Oh, I'll be fine. Sam says game would be Disney Dreamlight or Power Washer, and craft would be Crochet Mushroom Tiebacks or Cross Stitch Amigurumi. I'm not familiar with what Dreamlight is. And I kind of know what you're doing for the tiebacks. But not Cross Stitch Amigurumi, Cross Stitch Aquarium, not Amigurumi. I got Crochet in the brain. I would go for crafting. That's me, because I'm not much of a gamer. Alright, let's see. All Witchy Weaver has left is the average number of viewers. You can get it. You can do it. Everybody, when Witchy Weaver streams, go and give them, hang out with her. But before you do that, I think there's a raid train. I heard something about a raid train event. Stick around for the raid train. Hop on that train and enjoy all of those wonderful people as well. I'm actually doing 2 things at once. I'm actually succeeding at multitasking, believe it or not. Hey there, Shadow Arch. Power Washer Simulator is coming. Yes, I think I've seen that game. I've seen that, and Yeah, it's not like you kind of you not only that. Well, no, I think that might be a different game. There's a game I saw somebody play. They're like remodeling a house and like cleaning the inside and the outside and mowing the grass and remodeling and all that. House flipper. That's it. That's it. Uh, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I've heard about this raid train cleansing. I'm not really certain exactly all the details, but I've heard about it. You done that one too? Very very cool. Yeah, I've only seen gameplay. I've never done either one. All I've really played Minecraft, The Sims 4. It's been forever since I played The Sims, and maybe a couple other ones, little like relaxing puzzle type game, but kind of like puzzle games. I'm not much of a gamer, but and a fuzz. In June, I will be playing a game on stream with a couple other streamers. We're going to be playing Phasmophobia. I'm going to see how well that happens. That's going to be a challenge. Oh, I guess you can. Well, yeah, we can move this over. Um, not necessarily. Not necessarily. No. If I'm not prepared, like if I know something is going to be scary, I don't scare easily. So if I'm playing a game that's scary, I don't think I'm going to scare easily. But like right now, I'm not preparing for anything that's scary. And if somebody did a jump scare, that would be different. So uh, depends if they put a diaper on. Wait, what? Wait, I don't know what that is. What that means? I don't know what that is. um, but yeah, like if I'm gonna watch a scary movie, I'm not really gonna be like, oh no, because I'm prepared. I'm mentally in that headspace. Except, well, no, that goes along the same lines. That goes the same lines. You've heard the story about the song Thriller. I can't listen to that after dark, but that's because I was scarred as a child. It's a free service to let chats do jump scares. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. No. I mean, we have the gong and the dun dun dun. We have all of that. I don't. I don't want to do any jump scares. That's the fun part. No, the gong scares me sometimes, and some of the other audio redeems I have will make me jump. Crowd control. But yeah, it's going to be kind of a somewhat of a chill stream, hopefully. Maybe not. We never know. I don't really have any exciting things planned. Well, exciting. Nothing too, yeah, I have no idea. I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody hijack my stream. But, we'll get into it here in a second. What I'm doing that you can't see, I'm just working on my Project Linus blanket. We're not doing this tonight, but I wanted something to do in the meantime. So, what is everybody up to right now? Wait a minute. Wait, wait, wait. It's for some reason it wasn't shuffling my music and it was playing them in order. And I like 10,000 Maniacs, but I don't want to hear all their songs at once. Working on a pillow. Nice. Working on the last tie back. How many tie backs are you making? What type of pillow are you making? Just chilling, picked up meds earlier, watered the plant. Whiskey Ghoul, are you me? Because we picked up meds earlier, and when we came back, I watered some plants. You're currently looking at me? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, just curious. I am so sorry. You're making 4 tiebacks. Cool. Yeah, I noticed some little tree rat in my neighborhood was digging in my flower pots the other day when I planted seeds. So maybe they're not going to germinate. Just rains on the water. Yeah, it's supposed to rain, I think, this evening and tomorrow. Last I heard. I mean, I haven't really checked. You don't have to water the rose bush. Yeah, we have roses. Those are pretty much well established. So we don't really have. They were here. Well, no, that's not true. Some of them were here when we moved in, and some weren't. Tiebacks or curtains. One of your dogs did that. Wait, one of your dogs watered a rose bush? Pruned it. Too late. It's taking a bit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Planted tomato seeds. I forgot what type of tomato I planted. Hey. Oh, it was digging in the pots. Okay, I didn't know who you were responding to. Nope, all roses are. No, no. Wait, really? The climbing roses? Did we plant the climbing rose? I don't remember. Um, Knockout rose. Yes, we have knockout roses in the front yard. Got a hand. I don't know how many. 7 or 8 knockout roses. Hey, Black Rose, welcome in. We have guests coming. Okay, are we ready? All right. I think we're gonna get ready for something. Yes, and I did. I Mitch gave the white clematis. Oh yes. Okay. Yeah. 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 So we're tidying up. We're all tidy. We're tidy, and we've got like stars. We've got stars. I guess it's like a celebration because that is the theme. I guess celebrating stars. Woohoo! I didn't really stick to the theme. There is a theme of celebration, but let's move this here. We're going to be doing something. Welcome in, Raiders. How is everybody? I was going to say, how was your stream? But I've been lurking in Vixen's stream. Welcome in, everybody. And I'm not going to be able to list everybody who's coming in. But everybody who's coming in. Oh, thank you for meeting my follower goal. Welcome in, everybody. How is everybody doing? I am the Crafty Cub. First and foremost, before we do anything, I want to thank Supreme Doom 56. Supreme Doom 56 has organized this raid train. This is the third day of the raid train. There's going to be a total 5.5 days. 5.5 days? Something along those lines. All different wonderful creators, artists, crafters, and drafters. You'll see throughout the stream. Nightbot will have lists of everybody who's participated, either participated in previous days or upcoming days. Go and follow everybody, even if they've already have already had their portion of the raid train. Go back and look and follow everyone. You can also check all of their links in my about section below me. Click on my name and you'll see them down there. Lots of great people. Oh no, you're welcome, Supreme Doom. I was glad to help. I helped transition some raids going from one streamer to the next, so I was glad to help. So before we start anything, there is a theme song. We've played the theme song previously in the week. There's a theme song for this raid train. Let me find it real quick. And here we go. It's quiet. Okay, if it's quiet, let me play it a different way. 1 second. One moment. I gotta find it. Bear with me. I gotta find where we put it. Technical difficulties. I was trying to have this all prepared. Um, give me one moment. Where did we put it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. They said my name. sorry. I hit the wrong button. That is the theme song for the Raid Train at Supreme Doom and Shipwreck have put together. I love the song. I've been singing it in my head for many days ever since it was released to us. But you're not here just for that. You want to know what I do. I am the Crafty Cub. Fiber arts, all different types of fiber arts, mostly crochet. We've done other things on the stream, but with crochet, I do all types of crochet. What do I do? I'm going to tell you what I do. I do all types of crochet, modern and vintage, from amigurumi to doilies, you name it. But tonight, who did the singing? You'll have to ask Ship and Supreme Doom. But tonight, why am I hearing myself? Because I have this on here very quiet. That's why I'm hearing myself. Tonight we're doing something different. We're doing crochet, but we're going to do some beaded crochet jewelry. Nobody's ever seen me do this before, and I have never seen anybody do this on Twitch. Maybe there have been other people that have done it on Twitch, but I haven't seen it yet. I made these years ago, but they were a rage back, I don't know how many years ago, when women's jewelry, the big chunky jewelry was in. I made tons of these. This here I'm going to show you some examples of my crocheted jewelry. So these are all my, a few necklaces. I'm going to bring some music on. Let's bring some music back, and I will turn this down so we're not going to blast everyone's ears. And there we go. Hopefully it's not too loud. So these are some necklaces that I've made. Mostly beaded crochet for the main part. A lot around the clasps are just traditional beading. This one's got some big chunky beads. New Project Desire. And they form like a spiral, like a candy caning effect. Not always, though. So we've got a bunch of these. This one's all done in solid. And it's done with black thread and blue, like a cobalt blue color. So it's solid. There's no stripe. You can mix and match your colors. This is some blacks and some reds and like this root beer color. I don't know how to really describe it. It's like a brown color. And all of those have a lot of traditional clasps, like a lobster claw clasp. But I got creative. There's another one. This is a little bit longer one. And this is using a variegated thread. And all the beads, well, I take that back. Some of these beads are clear and some are pink. Have a little bit of pink to them. But I got creative. So this one here, let me see if I can open this up. This has a decorative clasp. You got it in the needle felting, and I unveiled this. So I had, let me zoom in. Pro streamer here. So I had these decorative focal point beads Problems with lobster claw clasp? Your fingers don't like them? Yes. Some of these here have no lobster claw clasp, like this one. So I have this decorative bead, and I made a loop with the same beads I made the necklace out of, and you just put it through, and it's a toggle, and that's pretty. So you can have that in the front, or if you don't want to show that off, rotate it so it's in the back. Another one I have is like this one here, the same concept, but it's got a button. It's got a button that had a similar color to the beads. This one is dressy because it's got some bling. I'm not going to open it up, but this is a button. It's got some fake gems, some rhinestones in it. And again, you can wear this in the front, to the side, all the way in the back, depending on how you want to wear it. And then I got even more creative, and I made this one. And instead of a bead or a button, I just made my beaded crochet. I increased and made a bulb at the end. So now all I have to do is just squeeze the bulb and unclasp it. It kind of looks like a snake. I'm not a big fan of snakes, but it's a bulb. It's not a snake head. And you can just slide it back on or even squeeze it. It's cotton thread. You're not going to damage this. Cotton thread is very strong. And we have that. Let me move these out of the way. There's more. There is more. There is a lot more. So I had a lot of beads. And I decided to do something springtime. So I've got some greens and these purples and these gold colors. So this is a springtime look to it. And it's a little bit longer. And I had more beads. Now this is the one, all the beads are clear, believe it or not. Squeeze it before you insert it. Yes. Yes. Crafty Obsessions, yes. So these are clear beads. And what I'm using is a size 6.0B glass seed bead. So they're sizable. They're not real tiny. And some crochet thread. This, if I remember correctly, I doubled up the thread. And the thread is variegated. So the thread's giving the color. There's some reds and yellows in it. And then this one for fun. And I should move this tray because you can't really see. This one's extra long. Welcome in, Raiders. How are you? How was your stream? How are you doing? I am showing off some beaded crochet jewelry. This one is extra long, and you can wear it really long, or if you want, you can double it up to make a bigger, chunky effect. So I'm thinking snakeskin patterns would be cool. Yes. You would have to do a little bit of planning and math for that. But yes, welcome in, Raiders. Welcome to the 5th Crafters and Drafters Raid Train that Supreme Doom has hosted and has organized this great event for everybody. So there's that one. And I'm thinking, I can make necklaces. Well, why can't I do something else? So I've got this necklace here. This is a very, very much a beachy looking necklace. It's like a mix of beads in beach glass colors. And I have some shell beads. Yes, this is crocheted beaded jewelry. So I have some shell beads. So we've got a necklace and a matching bracelet. So you can have you got new yarn. Very cool, Stitchcraft. Very cool. So we have a matching bracelet. I also did it in black with anodized aluminum beads. Now, some of this finish on anodized aluminum has worn off. If you've ever used or had anything that's anodized aluminum, the finish will wear off. That's one downside of that. But I've got a match set of that one. So they're not as shiny. They're a little more matte finish. I've got this with some stripes. This took some planning to figure out, and I don't remember how I did the math for this. We will not be doing one of these tonight. But this is more of like a, not really a candy corn. They're not candy corn. Not candy cane. They're more stripes across. You had to wait 10 minutes? Yeah, I had that set up. But welcome in, Grim Reaper. And I've got a bracelet to match. And then I did the same thing in the blue and the white. But if you notice, let me find a good one to show. This is a good one. This one here, you see the stripes, the diagonal stripes? They're only one bead wide for each color. So you have one row of red, one of black, one of brown. Well, this one I did double rows. So we have thicker stripes. This also has a decorative button as a clasp and a matching bracelet. There's more. We will get to some crafting tonight. We will do that, I promise. I've got some standalone. I've been forgetting to mention it, but please refresh your stream. Yes. Everybody refresh your stream so we get the correct count. These are standalone. I don't have matching necklaces for these. This one, these are actually plastic. These gold beads are plastic. But what I did, and if you can see, I went in between the rows of the gold bead with some smaller seed beads. I hand sewed all of those on. That was not fun. I remember doing that. But this being plastic, it's much lighter. They're all light anyway. And a couple more examples before we get to the knockout examples. So here is another one with a toggle clasp. All right, Supreme. I'm trying to keep up with chat and everything going on. So there's one with a toggle clasp and a matching bracelet. Here's another one with a button clasp and matching bracelet. And I've got three more to show. The next three are the superstars, what I call the superstars of my collection. And I will eventually have to put these online to sell. I need to do that at some point. So we have this one. We've got different blues. I know the lighting sucks. We've got some glass painted beads on the back, but it has a glass pendant. You can add a pendant to these. And then the next two are my favorites. The next two are my all-time favorites that I've made. So when I was making these, I didn't have enough of the seed beads to do a full necklace. So I did half beaded crochet and half traditional beading. And the clasp is just lobster claw. But then, to make it really pop, I put a pendant that matched the colors. So these are all done in reds and pinks and yellows. So the warm colors. Put them up for sale. Yes. I like the half and half. Aren't they cool, Cleansey? They're very cool. This last one is my all-time favorite. And if Grammy is still here, she's going to agree. This was her all-time favorite also. So I did the same thing, but in the blues and greens. I am a fan of blues, greens, and purples. I am a cool color person. I'm not much of the warm color. I like all colors, but I gravitate toward these colors. So we've got the half and half, the regular beaded strung up beads, and then the beaded crochet. And then we happen to have a leaf pendant that is perfect color match to all of this. None of these were a kit. All of these I piecemealed. So I think a bunch of these were in a mixture of beads. and then these were separate, and then this was completely separate. And it all works. It all worked together. It just came about. Bounces up and down. Well, thank you. Yes. Welcome in, everybody who's coming in. Team Blue and Green. Yes. So those are just a smattering. Well, there's not a smattering. That's all of the beaded crochet pieces that I have. The leaf is wonderful on that piece. You can just, whatever you have, you can find bits and bobbles wherever and just add it and kind of just your imagination. There is no end. Use your imagination. Well, thank you, everybody. What we're going to do tonight is I'm going to show you how to make these. We're probably not going to finish a necklace today. Probably not going to do that. So, first off, before I get into this, like this piece here, every stripe, there are two colors, two of the same color, so it's a double stripe. You have to figure out what pattern you want first before you can start. So if you want a double stripe, you have to string your beads in that order. So I strung two blue, two clear, two blue, two clear, and so on, and so on, and so on. Also, you have to keep in mind how many stitches around you want, how wide you want it. So this one I think is eight beads around. So when I'm doing the stitching, there are 8 in a circle, and it's simple crochet. It is using crochet thread, so it might be a little difficult to see at first. And if you're not used to that, it's going to take some practice to using crochet thread and a tiny crochet hook. But you have to string your beads on in the order that you want them in. So another example, like this one here, I did one of each, and I think this is 9 beads or stitches per round. And it's continuous tube. We're not increasing and decreasing. It's just continuous tube. So let's start and get into this real quick. Well, not quick. And if anybody has any questions throughout all of this, please ask. Don't be shy. We're all friends here. And if you were new here to my channel, when I stream normally, I do crochet most nights. Even if I'm not doing crochet, I will teach crochet at any time. I do have a dedicated day. Tuesdays are usually teaching, but I will teach at any time. If you're new to crochet, or if you have been crocheting for most of your life and have a question or are stuck on something, hopefully I can answer it. And I'm always willing to drop what I'm doing and try to demonstrate something for you. All right, so what I have here, I just got, we're not interrupted. This is not not necessarily a teaching stream. I mean, once I get started, I do have an hour and a half left. Later on, we could interrupt once I get established. So all I have is a off-white color thread. You could use whatever color thread you want. This is just cheap crochet cotton. This is Aunt Lydia brand, I think. And mix and match your color of beads. So the only beads I had left, because believe it or not, I ran out of beads. I haven't done any of these in years. But I've got some black beads, and they're not really going to show up too well. I have some, I need a better camera for beadwork. I have some black beads, I have some golden beads, and then there's this one bead. It's kind of like a coppery, bronzy color. Again, my camera is not the best for this. So I've already strung up my beads. That is what takes the longest time. And I have an order that I put them in. I did black, gold, bronze, gold, black, gold, bronze, gold, black, and so on. So I just strung them all up. I was actually stringing them up last night while I was watching the raid train. So that took a few hours to do. So I didn't want to bore you all with that. So all we're going to do when we start, I'm going to start with a magic ring because we are going to be crocheting in the round. And I've already established in my mind, and I've counted out, we're going to have 8 stitches in a circle. So it's all single crochet if you know how to crochet. So I'm just going to do 8 stitches to begin with. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yes, this is a 1.5 millimeter hook. That is the hook that is recommended for this size of thread. Actually, you know what? Strike that. I am going to go up a little bit bigger. I can go up a little bit bigger. You know what? We will go up quite considerably. I am going to go up to a 2.55 millimeter hook. I don't know where I got this hook. Mainly so everybody can see it. So it is a much bigger hook, but it is still in the small hook range. Oh, I don't like this hook. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I've already determined I'm going to have 8 beads or 8 stitches per round with this. So I've got my 8 stitches. We're not going to, and I can't really show because it's so tiny. I need a better camera. We're not going to slip stitch and join. We're just going to do continuous spiral. So I'm going to do another round, and I'm not going to bother with stitch markers with this. So I'm going to do 8. I'm just going to do 8 in a round. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now remember, I've already strung all of my beads. You have to have your beads on your piece, on your thread to begin with. And I'm going to do that one more time. I usually do about 3 rows just to get us started. This is going to this end will be where you're going to attach your clasp, whatever type of clasp you're going to use. So you're not really going to see it as much. So 1, 2, 3, 1 moment, 4, 5, 6, this is really difficult with starting out. Well, I shouldn't say it's really difficult. It's a little tough because they all just want to sit on top of each other. Okay, so I've done 3 rounds, and what I usually do with this is after having 3 rounds of this, and they're not increasing, so you're not going to make a circle. You're not getting a flat circle. You are building a tube. These are hollow. They're hollow inside. The other good thing about these is they're cotton, and if you happen to get them wet, just hang them or lay them down and let them air dry. So you're not really going to damage this. So what I'm doing here is I'm just forming this on the outside of this hook to form that cup shape. I will tighten up my magic ring. So you want to do this? You're loving the feet? Yes. This is so cool. There are other ways of doing this same look that is not crocheted. I'm not going to pronounce it right. It's a Japanese term, kumahamo. I think I'm wrong. I think I'm not pronouncing that correctly. It does it's a way of twisting and tying, but I haven't tried that yet. All right, so I've got my 3 rows. Brought beads to do this, and then didn't want to take the time to actually load them. Yes, loading them up is the pain. And they're not all, these are glass beads, so the holes are not all uniform, and they're not all uniform sizes. And trying to get the needle through there, sometimes it won't work. So you're going to end up having some beads that you're going to have to put in a pile that you aren't able to use. You could, and I didn't use a beading needle. You could use a beading needle. I used just a really thin, like an embroidery needle, a really thin one. So I've got a lot of excess thread here between my ring that I just made and my beads. You're going to want some excess, and periodically you are going to have to move your beads down to get more room to crochet with. So I've got that all off camera. So all we're going to do, possibly get one of those bead spinners. Yes, bead spinners. I have one of those. And that's really good if you want random colors or singular. But if you want stripes, this is going to be a stripe. That's not going to work. All right, so we have our beginning. And what I do is I'm going to take a sample of a little bit of beads here. I'm going to put them in, get my hand ready to regular crochet. I'm going to slide a bead down. If I remember how to do this. It's been a few years since I've done this. All right. No, actually, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do we've already done the stitch. So we're going to slide a bead down, and in the next stitch, do a stitch. Getting your first couple rows started does take some maneuvering. This hook doesn't really want to work. So you can do it that way, or, so I did it, I slid a bead down and did a stitch. Or what you could do, the other way of doing it, is to go into the stitch, bring up a loop, then slide a bead down, and then finish the stitch. I think that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to start the stitch, and if you know anything about single crochet, I'm going to go into the stitch, bring up a loop, and this is not working. 2 loops on the hook, and I'm going to slide a bead down. So slide a bead down, and then finish the stitch. I think that's usually how I do it. And again, getting the first round started. You don't got to count rounds with this. You're tired? Yeah. If you're tired, no, I can't say that. I was gonna say if you're tired, get some sleep, but no, you can't because you have to stream later on tonight. So you don't have to count because you're doing a continuous round, and your beads are kind of like your stitch markers. They're permanent stitch markers, but they're kind of like stitch markers. Been kind of streaming overtime? Yes, you have, hijinks. So I'm just going to go around again. I really need to use a different size hook, because this hook does not like this thread, and it's like snagging. We are going to have an ad coming up. Sorry about that. I only have ads running once an hour, so I will be working on this throughout the ad. So anybody who is not subscribed, you will see an ad. Friday party with hijinks. Oh, you're doing a double time? Oh, yes. Yes, because you have a scheduled stream, and then you've got, usually do the overnight. Helping ship put your car back together. Oh, yeah. Ship destroyed. I'm joking. He didn't destroy, but ship destroyed Supreme's car. All right. So I've gone around. Let me see if I did that right. I've probably gone around already. So trying to find the next stitch can be a little tricky, but it's between the beads. You need a different hook. Had the last slot. I'm still going to stream to usher. Oh my goodness. Hijinks is like going for overachiever. Okay, I'm going to switch down to a 1.9 hook. It's not going to make that much of a difference. Yes. I don't know if I could do that. That's a lot. Okay. So I'm going in between the... Oh, yes, this is much better. I'm going in between the beads to find the stitch. And you do need either really good eyesight or magnifying glass, reading glasses, all of that. Hey there, Edgy Human. I don't know if you can hear me because we went to an ad. But yeah, we will be back. You had a short ad? Yeah, sometimes you get short ads, sometimes you get the full 3 minutes. Well, welcome in, Edgy Human. Welcome to the 5th Crafters and Drafters Raid Train, put on by Supreme Doom 56. Next, I want to keep everyone on the train as much as I possibly originally started as an intermission streamer. Yes. And I'll wait till when everybody comes back, I've got something else to show everyone. But I am working on, if anybody can hear me, I'm doing some beaded crochet jewelry. Really making me want to follow through with crocheting with beads. I only have the pink and black beads I bought nowadays. Yes, do it. Do it. Okay. My stitch came out, but I can always redo it because it's crochet. I get a couple more rounds done. Where did that go? Ah! Just welcome back, everybody. I don't know if everybody saw that, but this just went flying across my desk. Everything's fine. It just flew. So I did a few, maybe another round or two on this. And this is what it's starting to look like. I wouldn't necessarily use this thread with this color of beads. I would probably use a black thread or a gold thread. Well, not a gold metallic, because gold metallic is not fun to work with. But that's what we have so far. Again, you can kind of see it's hollow inside. It's going to be hollow throughout the entire thing. Glad to be able to catch over these past few days. Yes, yes. Hijinks' tatting is coming along wonderfully. Getting better. Love the spiral crochet bracelets. You've done this before. You've done this before, Crafty Lady. So, remember I said that you're gonna have to have some slack, some thread that has no beads on it, because you're gonna be working it up. Well, I'm getting to beads now. So, in order to do some more, I could do a few more, but what I'm gonna do now, this is the part that can be a pain. I'm gonna get these are all the beads that I have, and I have it clipped to my thread. Stop throwing things. It's fun to throw things. So, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple more feet off of my spool of thread. A binder clip comes handy for this, because if not, you're going to have a mess. And you don't want this type of thread to get tangled, because if that happens, you don't want a knot in this, because it won't pass through the beads, and you want all of the thread to pass through the beads. So I always recommend doing that. Thank you for the lurk, Vixen, and thank you for all the help that you have done with the raid train. So I've taken off a couple feet, and now what I'm going to do is I have to sit and I have to move all of my beads. Flat metal hair clips would work. So I'm moving them all back to the end. So I'm making more. Oh, I got a knot. See, even doing that, you can still get a knot. So this does take some patience. Enjoying watching your stream? Yes, I've been enjoying all the streams I've been able to catch. I've been lurking through all of it. I wasn't able to actively be in a lot of the streams that have been happening. Yesterday, I was not feeling well. I was just feeling really bad, but I'm feeling much better today. So even though I wasn't feeling well, I was still lurking to support everybody. So, and it's cotton yarn, not yarn, well, thread. Cotton thread is very strong. I mean, you can break it. If Yadarika's here, we know all about breaking cotton thread. I have to pick on her. But I'm just moving all of the beads down to give me more room at the working end. You broke your thread on your butterfly? Oh no. I guess you have that strong grip that Yadarika has. All different types of wonderful gems, yes. So I've made more room to work, and now I have this section of beads that I can work on. And that's all there is to this. You just make it as long as you want. And let me zoom in a little more so you can really see what I'm doing, if possible. Again, one day I will get a better camera. So all I'm doing is in between these two beads, that's where the stitch is. And I'm going to go in, bring up the thread. There's two on my hook, believe it or not. There's two loops. I'm going to slide down one bead and then yarn over, bring it through. We're just going to... You're trapping the bead in the middle of the single crochet. It's easy to see where it goes because it should go in between the next two beads that you come to. Welcome in, Minty Pie. How are you? How was your stream? Minty Pie was a part of the raid train. Was it yesterday? Yesterday, yes. I was lurking. You were doing some bunka embroidery of that peacock piece, which is amazing. Maybe at some point I might learn how to do bunka embroidery. Yes, welcome in Raiders. And then start a fund for Cubs' new streaming camp. No, no, no. You don't have to be doing all of that. I don't want that. No. Um, Lurky, cooking some fun for tomorrow's show. Yes, that's cool. That's cool, Cleansy. So yes, how was your stream, Minty Pie? I think maybe Minty Pie might have to wait 10 minutes to chat because I don't know if they've ever been to my stream before. Because I do have that as a precautionary thing because there were some issues in the past. So just a little safeguard that we all need to be aware of being safe on the internet. But yes, welcome in everybody. I am showing how to do some beaded crochet jewelry. And give me 1 second. I really should have had a picture of examples, but I didn't do that. I thought of doing this literally Wednesday of what I was going to do on stream. I was debating exactly what to do, and this is what I came up with because I figured nobody else would be doing this. There's just some examples of what I have made. There's one thing I want to share with everybody. I want to give a shout out to Shipwreck for doing something for me. And I was totally shocked the other day when he sent this to me. So let me find it real quick. Take a listen to this. I was totally blown away the other day when he had sent it to me. So, again, I want to thank Shipwreck so much for doing that. I did not ask him. He did that out of the kindness of his heart. So, thank you very much. Yes, Vixen, thank you very much for advertising hamster milk. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. So, let's bring back some other music. Um, Can't beat a metal pirate crafting shanty. Yes, yes. Some of us wish we didn't know. Starry, no animals were harmed in the process. They are ethical and they are treated kindly. They are free range. Yes, the hamster milk. Oh, I could zoom in more. I keep zooming in, zooming out, and zooming in, zooming out. So that is what we're working on today. We're working on some beaded necklaces. You're not allowed. But yes, welcome in anybody who came in. Um, Let me see. I have a question for everybody. We're supposed to talk about pizza. What is everybody's favorite toppings on pizza? Your VAR's put back together? Okay, your VAR's back together. What about your car? Pineapple and double cheese. You're wrong, hijinks. Okay, okay, I'm having an issue here. One of many. You're still working on the car. Okay, so I'm glad the VAR is okay. Um, Pickles? What? No, I like pickles, but not on pizza. Um, yes, pineapple pizza's wrong. You're sore, cut up, and covered in dirt. Oh, I'm sorry, shipwreck. I'm sorry. Hawaiian with jalapeno. Uh, Pizza Hut. Okay, Pizza Hut thin and crispy meat lovers. Yes. I can even do thin and crispy meat lovers. And if you add like mushrooms and olives and onions, yes. Pineapple, ham, and cheese. Sorry, pickles on pizza is vetted by Starry. Um, no, I don't want pickles. Jalapenos on pizza is good too. Double cheese, pepperoni, mushrooms, and bacon. Yes, I'll eat that. Bacon, yes. Blame Reese. I'm in two streams right now. Yes, you heard pickle pizza. The car didn't hurt him. You what? Okay. Supreme. We do not need to know. We are not being. We do not need to know any of the details of any crimes that should happen. So, I'm literally going to have pineapple double cheese pizza before my stream. Uh, to be fair, wait, it's literally the same thing as pickles. Mm, well, not always. They could be sour. They could be sweet. It's not the same. It is not the same. A pickle is wait a jalapeno is a pepper, and a pickle actually actually this is like a throwback to a different streamer, and I don't know if they're here right now. Um, did you know in the United States you can buy pickled vegetables of all types? You could get pickled onions. You can get pickled um, cauliflower. They don't sell pickled cucumbers. Why don't they sell pickled cucumbers? Glad your car is back together. Been lurking, playing D&D online. Um, Welcome back, Cleansy. Almost all places who put jalapeno pickle have yes, there are pickled jalapenos, but they're not pickles. Pickles are not cucumbers, they're pickles. Why don't they say pickled cucumbers then? Here we go. Meat feast is your favorite? Yes, I am a meat lovers. Because they're called pickles. Okay, but I've never seen pickled cucumbers in the grocery store. Why am I not getting the right stitch count for this? Because the Crafty Cub cannot do two things at once. Seen that debate, but I can't remember where. If you are in Bray Crochet's stream, that has been brought up a lot. It's a joke. It's a joke. We know that pickles are cucumbers. Okay, why? I am having a terrible time with this. They're pickled. Found some. Hey there, Fairy Doss. Found some nasty, filthy, grimy, repugnant, dirty hookers. Yes. Okay, we have to keep it somewhat family friendly in here. So, we can't go all out. Normally, we are an 18 plus stream. But we're going to try to do it a little PG-13. This is the moment when the donkey song should be used. Yeah, I turned that off because I am not feeling 100%. You have to tune in another time to see the donkey song. There is a redeem for that normally. When they do that, they use for dill pickles or bread and butter or sweet pickle. Well, they call them dill pickles or they call bread butter. They don't call it pickled cucumbers. This is the moon. I mean, the argument is only lost against me because we have an actual brand that okay. Well, you are unique then, that you actually have a brand that calls them pickled cucumbers. I've never seen that. Have you ever heard that water is wet to bathe? Yes. Water isn't wet. Only things with water on it are wet. Yes. What's family friendly? Well, the raid train that we are on is family friendly. Like I said, don't be too crass. This is like one of the few times that you're not able to do that. All right, now I'm getting a momentum because I am trying to concentrate on both this and the chat. Normally when I do this, I'm looking right at this. But I've got a few rounds done, and I think I might have decreased by accident somewhere, but that's okay. So, kind of can see what it's going to... Actually, no. You can pull and stretch this. Pull and stretch it, yeah. Pull and stretch, and what did we say before when I was doing that one class? Squeeze and put in the hole. This is family friendly. We are actually doing crochet. We're squeezing and pulling on our work. Going to lower the cost of my swearing prevention so people will redeem it all night. Yes, I will try to be there, at least for the beginning of it. These are crochet knitted terms. Yes. So again, I don't know if I've asked this. How is everybody enjoying the raid train so far? I've probably said that already or asked that already. But once you get this established, when you're doing this, you're kind of building up you build up kind of like a rhythm with it. And I've got what I'm working on here in my hand, so I can just easily bring up a bead. Gotta keep an eye on the time. I've already been on an hour. Wow. Time flies. How do you know how many beats to start with? I don't. I just guess. I string up a whole bunch, and I make it as long as I want, or as long as I'm able to. So, I was making this. I'm like, okay, that's a good length for a necklace, and I stopped, and I left the other beads on the thread, and then I finished off. The way you finish off is basically you can decrease, and then you can also sew it in with a hand needle. I would leave a little extra for the clasp part. You can even do wire if you wanted to make it stronger. So I don't really have a number of how many that you should start with. Where do you actually put the stitches in relation to the bead? Okay, I can show that. Well, attempt to show this. I don't have any large beads to use, large enough beads to use with like yarn to show this technique. Normally I would try to do that. So all we're doing is working in a round. I've got 8 stitches. I think there's 8 stitches there. I'm not going to count all those. So I'm going to go into the stitch, bring up a loop, so 2 loops on the hook. We're doing single crochet. So bring up a loop, slide a bead down, yarn over, and finish the stitch. So it's kind of in the middle of the single crochet. Hey there, Frog and Turtle Gaming. Thanksgiving? Oh, honey, thanks living. Yes. Everybody, in addition to following everybody who was on the raid train, follow my friend Frog and Turtle Gaming. Frog and Turtle Gaming is not part of the raid train, but they are the reason that I stream. I've known them for years, many years, before I even knew what Twitch was. And a couple years ago, they said that I should stream on Twitch. And I thought Twitch was only for games. And boy, was I wrong. They encouraged me to stream, and the rest is history. And Frog Internal Gaming does play games. They play Elder Scrolls Online. They play Skyrim, I think, World of Warcraft, Fallout 4, and I probably don't remember any of the other ones because I don't play games. But he is on, well, he is not. He doesn't say he is, but I say he is, that he's on the affiliate grind. He only streams 3 nights a week, 3 afternoons a week. He's got enough followers, and he's got enough streams. He just needs the average. So, I'm not just trying, and I would not promote anybody else who is not really part of the raid train, but again, he is the reason that I stream. So you wouldn't see any of this without him. So I want to try to get him to be affiliate. And same goes for anybody else who is on the raid train. I don't know yet. I don't know. But I think everybody is affiliate, at least affiliate on the raid train. Maybe not. I don't know. I haven't met everybody yet. But follow everyone who is a part of this wonderful event that Supreme Doom has started. How are you, Frog and Turtle Gaming? Hey there, Daddy Joseph. If you're part of Frog and Turtle Gaming stream, you know who that is. Pretty sure everyone on the train is affiliate. Okay. Yeah, I was not certain. Fairy Dust, yes. That's another thing. I am not asking anybody to do that because I want everybody to stick with the raid train. Frog and Turtle Gaming is the reason for the chaos. Yes. Yes. They are the one to blame. And really, I mean blame. Many people so close to goals and huge milestones. Yes, yes. How? I heard something. I don't remember the exact number. How many followers has the community gotten so far? I think you had said something in someone else's stream last night. I don't remember what the total was, and that was only after the second day, or almost the end of the second day. All right. So, you got to go, but I wanted to hop in and say hello. I have to head to bed. All right. Thank you for hanging out with me for a little bit and for joining in on the raid train, even though it was for a short amount of time. I appreciate that. You have a good evening, and I will chat with you later. Let me double check something. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay. We are on track. I thought I decreased, but I didn't. And again, I don't know how well you can see what I'm doing because it is such tiny work. Haven't checked since yesterday afternoon. 255. Wow, that's amazing. That is amazing. Ah, what is not amazing is me pulling the stitch out and having to redo it. 120 during the opening. Wow, that is phenomenal. Find the stitch. So I've made some progress. Again, I don't really like these colors, but it's the only colors I had left. I mean, I like the colors. I think it's the thread. the thread being so light is throwing me off. You would go big in these communities. Yes. I love that. I love your community, Supreme. I mean, I love all of the makers and crafters here on Twitch. But I've come to my end of my string. I have no more room to bead, so that means I gotta stop and do this whole process again. Take more off. Oh, and don't get... Uh-oh. Don't get your clip stuck in your thread. Hey there, Yadarika. How are you? Welcome in. Yadarika was on the raid train on Wednesday. Yadarika was showing us Celtic tatting. Celtic tatting. Long day, yeah. So, Yadarika, you would probably appreciate this. I'm doing beaded crochet necklaces. Again, something I've never seen, and I'm going to show off some more things. Oh, choo! Welcome in, Ennis. How are you? How's it going? Welcome in. It's actually a perfect time. I'm going to show off some of the pieces that I have made. I showed it off beginning of stream. Not that multi-tabbing. Still on the train. But yes, thank you for coming in. Welcome in. Welcome to the raid train. So I'm going to show off some of the pieces, not all of them, because I did that at the beginning of the stream. But these are some of the jewelry pieces. These are all beaded crochet. They're cotton thread, the same type of thread you make doilies out of, the same thread you can tat with. It's the crochet cotton is what I've used. Comes in all different colors. You can mix and match your colors to your beads. The beads I'm using are a size 6.0 seed bead, so a sizable glass seed bead. And I've got decorative ones on the ends, regular beads for the clasps. Let's find some interesting ones. There's this one here, the green and the white, and it's got a decorative toggle clasp with a button. What's another cool one? This is a one that's all done in clear bead. Your laptop is not made for Twitch thing. The moment I set up the raid, it started glitching. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Sometimes your setup and also Twitch, they don't really want to interact that well. But yes, you made it. You were here. This is done all in clear glass beads. And the thread is variegated. The thread's got some reds and yellows in it. So that is what makes this one. This one kind of has like a frosty look to it. Where's another one? Yes, everybody follow everybody. So this one is kind of like in pinks and greens, but the clasp is a toggle, but I increased. I did just increase. This is all done in the round. It's a spiral, and I just increased to make a little bulb, and you just squeeze that, and you can slide off that. Easily put on and off, and it is decorative. That can be done you can wear that in the front of the necklace, the side, the back, wherever. I've also made ones with a pendant. This is a piece of glass. This is a glass pendant, and the colors just match perfectly with the beads that I had. And the beads on the clasp were just painted glass beads. They all just work together. And find it, this other one. This one is really cool. Again, this is a wider stripe. There are three beads per stripe, so per color. So wider stripe. All right, Starry. Thank you very very much. Get some sleep, and thank you for being here. The thread I used here, and I don't know how well it can be seen. I can see it pretty good. It was actually one strand of black and one strand of like this pale muted yellow. So there's two strands in there. And then my favorite ones. I've got to show my favorite ones again. Favorite ones are the mixture of the beaded crochet and the traditional strong beads. So you get the half and half. And this has got a pendant. It's got some gold decoration on here. It's like flowers. You're not going to be able to see it too well because of... Oh, there you can kind of see it. There is some decoration. But it all works together. And then the best one. This is the best one. Same thing, half and half, beaded crochet, regular strong beads, and with the blue and green leaf pendant. It works. When I made this years ago, this was like the prize. This is, again, it's my colors. It's my colors. I love the cool colors. But that is what we are doing. Let's bring the music back. And but yes, welcome in Raiders and anybody who was around. Oh, that's what I got to do. That's what I'm doing. I'm shifting beads. I've strung all of my beads, and I'm just now getting them to one end so I can work at the other end where my piece is being formed. This does take some patience. I think I've said that numerous times. Does take some patience. And I think I'm getting a knot. And that is what you don't want. You don't want a knot. There are other ways to add beads to crochet, just not in jewelry form. Yes, I'm a naughty boy. Yes. There are other ways to add beads to crochet, not just like this. You can add any types of beads that you want. You could either do it with flat pieces of crochet, headbands, hats, you name it. No. Ship. Keep it G-rated. Or at least PG-13. No spanking, no. And earlier, I don't know if you were around, I was shouting your praises for making the song for me, and now you're doing all of that. Half listening, half writing, and I'm sure I heard beans. Yes, Cleansey used to have a beans redeem, where he would have to eat a... what were those jelly beans? What are they called? The ones that it could be really good flavor or horrible flavor. Sorry, I was working in the car and cleaning up. Nope, that's fine. Nope, you're fine. Bean Boozled, that's it. Yes, beans. Yeah. I'm crocheting with beans. Okay, let's bring the camera in a little bit more so you can kind of see as much as possible. This might not be the best thing to stream because all you really see is my hands. You don't really see the work because it's in my hands. And that's all there is to it. You don't have to count. You did the counting when you strung your beads, not beans. I mean, I guess you could do beans. You could do dried beans. I don't know how comfortable that would be to wear, depending on the bean. I wouldn't do jelly beans because that's going to be sticky. And no. But just doing one stitch, and each stitch will get a bead. So it's just and the way these feel, I wish everybody was here so they could hold one of these in their hand. Not only are they really cool looking, but they're tactile. Because you could ball it up. You can ball it up, throw it in a suitcase, and when you get to wherever you are and you're going to wear it, you just take it out and it's fine. But it's tactile. It's the glass beads, and it's really good for somebody who has like Century. You need Century items, like a fidget spinner, that type of thing. So. But like I said, you can get these wet. It's not going to hurt anything. You would just let it dry. It's just cotton. Cotton and glass. All it is. But I encourage anybody, if they know how to crochet and are comfortable with crocheting with crochet thread and have glass beads, try it out. And it doesn't have, like I said, it doesn't have to be a certain pattern. You can make your own pattern. You can do it random. You could do as many stitches around. I'm doing 8. You could do 6. You could do 9. You could do however thin or thick you want your necklace or bracelet. I tried doing earrings. It didn't look right. It did not look right. Maybe somebody could figure out how to do earrings with it. Yes, all I did is I started with 8 stitches in a round. I did a magic circle. 8 singles in the magic circle, and then I just kept going. I did not do a slip stitch to join. It's a continuous spiral. So each round has 8. I counted the first 3 rounds. The first 3 rounds have no beads, because that is where you could attach anything or you could do a couple, maybe even 4 rounds. You can have however many rounds. But this first couple rounds is where you're going to start, and that's where you can attach any beads, larger beads, and your clasp. I am using a size 10 thread, and the beads are a 6/0 seed bead. You could use any size, actually. I mean, if you wanted to go much smaller, and if you're able to see it, that's wonderful. The key thing is you got to thread all of your beads first, and in the order that you want them in. There was going to be, you can kind of see it. You could probably see that there's a pattern, that there's a stripe pattern. You can kind of almost see. I didn't really have a set pattern here because the way I was doing it isn't really going to make a set spiral. But a better example is this one here. So when I was stringing it, I did 2 blue, 2 clear, 2 blue, 2 clear, and so on. And then I did, I think there's 8 around. Yeah, there's 8 around on this. So when they worked up, I didn't have to worry about any of the math. I did it beforehand. And as it worked up, the next one in line, you just slide on, and it will form this spiral on its own. It makes the candy canes. Welcome back, Magic and Comic. And again, there was one of them. I actually doubled up 2 thinner threads. I don't know what size they were. They were probably, I want to say 20, size 20 threads. That was the one with the clear. I think this is actually 2 threads in here. I could be wrong. Might be. But again, you can use whatever size you want. And then when you're done, get larger beads to be like end beads. And then whatever clasp you want. A lobster clasp, a toggle, however, a magnetic clasp. Like I showed this one. That's just a decorative button. That's a fancy button. And the toggle for this one, I just did a double strand of thread, strung up some of the beads, and just stitched it to make a loop. And there you go. And with this, let me put this one on the form. So it's kind of hard to show it at an angle. But you can wear it like this, so the toggle is the jewelry. You're not going to be able to see this because of the light. There we go. You could do it that way. You can wear it on the side. Or if you're not feeling as flashy, you can wear it in the back. So that is the beauty of a decorative toggle. And that goes for any type of jewelry, I guess. You can wear it however. But like I said, you're making a single crochet. You go in, bring up a loop, slide the bead down, and then finish off the single. So the bead goes in the middle of the stitch. There are ways of doing it, and I tried it the other way where you actually make a single crochet and then slide the bead. I didn't like the way it looked. It looked a little weird. Okay, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate that. I'm just going to keep an eye on the time. We only have a half hour left. So we're good. We're good with time. Also, I'm a big proponent of upcycling or recycling things. So if you can find enough beads to use, like at a thrift store, you can find like a beaded purse and disassemble it and use those beads. I wouldn't really use bugle beads. Bugle beads are the really long ones. That's not going to work. You want something close to round as possible. If you want to use much larger beads and a larger thread or yarn, try that. I mean, it might be a little too big for jewelry, but maybe use these for something else. You can see another use of these if you make this really, really, really long. Like if you have a lot of beads, like even like plastic beads, if you have a lot of them, make a really long piece and then take that, once it's done, coil it and turn it into a decorative basket. That would be really cool too. You can stitch them together, stitch the coils together, and just keep going. So it's endless. There's so many things you can make with this technique. But I like it because there's no increasing, there's no decreasing, there's no stitch count. This would be a really good project to do while you're watching someone stream, or you're watching TV or a movie. And it's portable because all of your beads are on your thread already, and you're not going to be losing any unless your thread breaks. There is that. There is that. Okay, I've already started that stitch. I just got to slide it down and do the next one. Could possibly see this maybe incorporated somehow with other types of art forms. I'm not exactly certain how. With other crafts. I was trying to think how you can make this and then add some type of tatting to it as maybe it's a pendant. If you can make a bold looking tatted medallion and use that as a pendant, possibly could look good. Also, another thing that I've done with it, and I don't know if you've seen, and if you've been on my stream before, And I don't know if I've ever picked this up, but if I need to write something on my pen, I have a small sample of it. I only had a little bit of beads left, so I just was just making it up, and I'm like, what could that be? I'm like, oh, a pen, a writing pen would fit perfectly in there, and it's a good comfort grip to write with. So you can decorate your pens too. That's. But also, if anybody else is here that is coming in or that has come in since I've said it, I am the Crafty Cub, mostly fiber arts here on the stream, mostly crochet. That is my specialty. I also teach crochet at any time, and the month of May is back to basics. So this is a good time if you want to learn how to crochet or want to brush up on any pointers. I'm doing a lot of basic fundamental stitches and motifs. So I teach at any time throughout the year, but like I said, May is back to basics. I'm always willing to do that. We do all different types of crochet here, modern to vintage, from amigurumi to doilies. I don't have a full picture of it yet. I just finished a blanket, a commission piece for a friend of mine. It's a bunch of different really cool, creepy looking eyeballs. So I have to get a picture of that and upload it to my socials. Yes. Actually, you know what? I do have a picture of it in progress. Let me get it real quick. This is from my Instagram. That is progress when I was putting it together. It's completely done now, but cool and creepy at the same time. So I do all different things. Let me take a look at some of the other things that I've done. That I need to redo that picture. That is an amigurumi. I can show that here in a second. There's the eyeball. A friend of mine saw me make this back in October. She loved it and wanted a blanket, so she's commissioned me to make the piece. So all she's seen is this. She has not seen any other pictures of that eyeball blanket. She said, do it however you want. So I'm going to surprise her with it. We did this a few weeks ago, a little flower. Hey there, Mama Rita, welcome in. We did a rose. And I teach a lot of these. Not all, but I teach a lot of these items. This was a doily that I did a while ago. This is part of a giveaway that happened last month. This is from the 30s. And this is another one. Both are from, both patterns are from the 1930s. These are both part of a giveaway that I was a part of. Hey there, Scott. Welcome in. Love what you posted in your Discord. Yes. Thank you, Magic and Comic. I try to post everything in all these Discords. Usually what happens is once I get the picture taken and I start posting, I spend one whole time just go Discord, just post. Because if not, I'll forget something. There's so many Discords I'm a part of, but I want to make certain I hit all of them. This is some needle tatting. Yes, I have done needle tatting. You can shuttle tat and needle tat. I know how to do both. I'm better at needle tatting. I have to post a picture of the updated picture of this. I have one. I still have to block this piece. This is going to be a bookmark. This is some more needle tatting that I did. I'll get the hydrate in 1 second. This is a loom knitted bunny rabbit. It's a peep, and I don't have a good picture of it. I did that for a friend of mine, for her daughter. And this is a basket. This is from back at Easter. Have I shared what I made? No, right now, today I'm only sharing what I have made. Since this is the crafters and drafters raid train. It's more about what I've done. I will share things that anybody else has shared on my Discord when I stream tomorrow. So I'm gonna hold off on that. I need to retake some of these pictures. These are some eggs, crocheted little eggs. These are fun to make. Going through some of these, we can go through quick. This is back in the fall. I did some animal squares. This is at the holidays. I did a three-dimensional bell. We did a garden themed last summer. That was a butterfly square. We are fans of squares. At least I am a fan of squares of all types here. We've got some sunflowers, and another flower, and a three-dimensional. I love a three-dimensional crocheted square. This one was one of my favorites. Yes, dandelions and all different types of flowers. This was a cute little simple one that worked up quick. There's only like 3 rounds for that one. This one was complicated. This used a lot of different stitches in all different colors. That one took me a while. I did this on stream. I was about ready to pull my hair out. Well, maybe that's why I'm bald. No, I was bald before that. This was very three-dimensional and graphic for that one. So this is just a sampling of what I have done. This is done with popcorn stitches. This is one of my favorite ones that I made. So let's see. We did a bat back at Halloween. So we can go through some of these real quick. So some pumpkins and candy corn. I'm getting into amigurumi. We did a Frankenstein candy pouch. He was fun. A spider. Sorry if anybody have had problems with spiders. Sorry. We can skip over it. A ghost oilate. This was super fun to make. So I do all different types of crochet. This is crocheted. These pumpkins are crocheted, and then I just added the fall flowers as a centerpiece. We did a pumpkin patch stitch. So that's just a sampling of what I've done. I don't want to go through my entire Instagram. And actually, you know what? I'm going to do this here. If I can find this. Oh, wait. If anybody was interested, and I will post this here, that is my Instagram if you want to see some things that I have done. Normally, I would shout out, the Christmas tree skirt. You want to see the Christmas tree skirt? That is your hydrate that you requested, Scott. And the fingy stretches. Thank you for that. Let me see if I can find the Christmas tree skirt. If I remember where I put it. Wait a minute. So I don't know if I put that on. Oh, okay. Well, this will work. Thank you, Magic and Comic. I appreciate that. This is a picture of the Christmas tree that we had this year. Well, it's the same tree we have every year. But I made the tree skirt this year. I did this on stream. I did not teach how to do it because it's a paid pattern. But this came out wonderful. I am in love with that tree skirt. It has that old world style to it because of all the, not old world, I should say vintage style, not old world, with the pineapple motif. That's that motif that looks like like a pear shaped or an almond shaped almost. Those are called pineapples, or a pineapple shape. So that was a project that took a while to do. That was not a quick one. I had to end up frogging out a couple rows um, with it because I messed up, and I think there still are mistakes in it. I was going to frog the whole thing out and redo it, but I'm not doing that. Oh, I lost track of where I am. So, yeah, we do. I've been crocheting for about 2 decades now. Um, my older sibling taught me how to do it, and I'm hooked, so to speak. And I have taught a couple friends in person, and I've taught, I don't know how many people I've taught online because maybe when I'm teaching, they're not actively giving me feedback and they're doing it along, they're lurking and they're learning along with me. So I have no idea how many people I've taught. I don't think I am a, an expert in crochet. I know enough to kind of guide people and to teach people, but I don't want to call myself an expert. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. Ready for the weekend? Nice. Yes, what is everybody doing this weekend? I know the raid train will still be going on this weekend. I will be lurking and participating in the chats as often as I can. And I have some little bit of gardening to do tomorrow. I've got a couple pots, well, 2 pots to put seeds in. And then I've got a couple other things I have to pot up that are already established plants and probably rearrange some pots in the flower beds. Semi-pro crafting level. Oh, I don't know about that. So yes, what is everybody going to be doing this weekend? And if you see on the screen right now, that's actually the lineup for today for the raid train. And soon the rest of the days of the raid train will be coming up that you can follow and check out. Riding the train, yep, I'll be riding the train too. And again, I want to thank Supreme. We're not ready to raid out yet, but I want to thank Supreme for hosting and organizing this. It has been a great time so far. This is my second ever raid train that I've been a part of. First one was back in the beginning of April. I was part of the Traveling Tatters raid train. Tatter was a part of this raid train. She was on last night. So I am so happy to be a part of this. And again, I want to thank Supreme for getting this all organized. I know it was a lot of work to get this all done. And I want to thank everybody who has helped out with the raid train, who has been a part of the raid train, and everybody who has been hanging out in the raid train. And I want to especially thank, and again, this is not my raid train, but I want to thank Ship for helping with that song that him and Supreme Doom put together for You Did Nothing. Yeah, okay. Farmers market this weekend. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Works tomorrow and Sunday is cleaning car top to bottom, putting away 3 loads of laundry. Oh, fun. Ugh. Work tomorrow evening, afternoon, evening, catching as much as the train I can. I'm your crochet idol. Ship. No offense, but get a life. um, really happy part of it. Great train. I've been enjoying watching it and being part of it. Oh, Oh, you did. Oh, you weren't here, Scott. Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I am making some beaded crochet jewelry. Um, just going to show a few pieces. This is a two-tone or a half and half beaded crochet, and then regular beading with a pendant. I've done a bunch of other ones. Where's another one? This one's got a pendant here. You can't really see because I don't know how to be a streamer. And there's a whole bucket full of necklaces and bracelets, all done with crochet and beads. Being too modest, you just troll. Uh, you want to you want to know the troll of that song? If you play it backwards, it undoes all your crafty work. So reverse crochet. So Ship has coined a term. Well, not coined. Well, coined a term. Um, Looks reptilian, kind of. I don't want to think of it as a snake because I am not a fan of snakes. Um, so the other day in my stream, when I was ripping out stitches, and if those of us who know how to crochet, we know that's known as frogging. Well, he called it reverse crochet, or that's what we established it as. So for now on, um, how do you know how many beads out of the thread? I don't. I think was it Yadarika or Hijinks had asked that before. I don't. I just string in a whole bunch. You could do the math, figure out how many stitches per round you want on your piece, and then how many rounds, and then I'm not doing all that math. The less math, the better. So I just string them in the order that I want them in for the pattern, or the pattern, the your pattern, um, and then start the crocheting. Yes. Oh, yes. You asked it, Witchy Weaver. I'm sorry. Everybody was a shade of purple that was asking that. Morning all. Hey there, Sly Lady Wolf. Checks in. Wait, it's not morning here, but I did wake up. Welcome in. Math is for nerds. Math is for everybody. And you're yes. I was gonna say nerds are cool. Some written patterns typically estimate how many beads you need. Yes. I've never used a written pattern for this. I've kind of made up my own. Wait, you're a nerd. You hate math. I mean, I'm not a big fan of math. I'll use it. I mean, crochet, you kind of have to use math. Time zones are a thing. We don't judge. Yes, it's morning somewhere. I would totally try it, but feel like I won't add enough beads. You're probably going to want to add more than you would ever think that you would need. It's a busy chat. Yes, it is a busy chat. So, I'm just making more room. I'm putting empty thread at the end that I need it. You're going to go to sleep? Alrighty. Thank you for the raid, and thank you for hanging out with us. Pickle jam? Wouldn't it be like relish? Yeah, pickle jam would be relish. No, no, relish would be more like a chutney because it's more chopped up. It's not as jam like or jiggly like. The things that I say on my stream, the things that my chat gets me to say. Gonna leave the tablet? Well, thank you. Yes, and ride the train. Ride the train. I think we're gonna be raiding out soon. We're gonna have an ad. I was snoozing them. We're gonna have an ad. I'm gonna run the ad now. So hang tight, everybody. Anyone else find it amusing with my silly comments and start entire conversations? Yes, that is how the hamster milk started. Scott, I have to disagree with you. Pineapple does not belong on pizza, but everybody has entitled to their likes and dislikes. But you can see how much I've made so far on stream. It does go a little slow, but once you get a momentum going, it does pick up. Gonna get some food. All right. Who hurt me? Nobody hurt me. Barbecue chicken pizza with pineapple is delicious. I don't care for it with regular. Oh no, 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 no. That's too sweet. It's way too much. Way too sweet. I like a little more savory, and I don't like a really sweet pizza sauce. Like here in the U.S., Papa John's. I think Papa John's sauce is too sweet. Don't like it. Margarita pizza, yes. Barbecue chicken with pineapple is amazing. All for you. I gotta wait till ad gets back. Till the ads are over. Mama Rita pizza. Oh my god. Wow. Checking your target. Okay. Yep, we've got a little bit of time left. Careful with those hamster ship. I gotta wait till the ad is over. Oh my gosh, that's funny. That's funny. The internet is a interesting place. All I can say, it's an interesting place. Target is live. Let you know when they're ready. Okay. It's one way of saying it, yes. My new creating streaming studio is almost ready to use. I got a bug up my butt last night and cleared out a spare room and now have the desk and storage and a bunch of crafting materials in there. Just gotta get the straight. Ooh, very fun. See a doctor about that bug. Ah, I lost this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Let me catch up with chat. Um, no, we are not putting Mama Rita on a pizza. Ship. People are not food. This is not Soylent Green. We do not eat people. Um, and the other thing I wanted to comment, Cleansey, you said leave the poor hamsters alone. Why did I think Pink Floyd? What's the song? We don't need no education. Teacher, Ship, leave those hamsters alone. You know, teacher, leave those kids alone. I'm sorry, it just the way my mind works. And yes, that's yeah. Cleansey, he winked at you. Okay, you know what? Another brick in the wall. That's it. Cleansing. Here in the United States, and I don't know if it's anywhere else, but there's a phrase. I know they said it when they taught it to us when we were kids. But there's a phrase called stranger danger. And yes, you might know Ship, but he's still strange. So, stranger danger. And you have however 40 some witnesses here that Ship winked at you. So watch out, Ship. If I winked at you, you should probably see a doctor about that. What? Yes, stranger danger. Anyway, we're gonna get ready to raid here soon. Once I get the go ahead, I'm gonna get things set up. I'm gonna make certain I'm spelling this correctly for when we are ready to go. Okay. Get in the van. You have your no, no, Cleansy. No, no, no. No, actually I'm not jealous because if only you could see behind the scenes, and maybe one day, if I'm not going to make everybody seasick, I will move the camera and you can see my yarn stash. I don't need any more. Um, but he has yarn. No, aren't you supposed to be? No, not with that type of creepy behavior, luring people in your van for to get with yarn. Yeah, no. There's no yarn at home. Okay, Cleansy, you're lying. I do not have enough yarn. I have less than a quarter skein, and it's possibly being made into a scarf. Oh, okay. But don't follow Ship into a van. I don't care what they're promising. Can never have too much craft supply. Yes, yes. Can never have too much. Uh, Hamster milk is just a front for our top secret yarn undies making. Ship. I am not making underwear. We have gone over this many times. Ship wants me to make him some crocheted underwear, and he wants Cleansy to make him knitted underwear. Stranger danger. Let me lie. Yeah, you're lying. You have plenty of yarn. You just got yarn, I think you said. My yarn just got thinned out due to stupid mistake, so I'm low on yarn. Oh no, Yadarika. It's when you take the van itself. Yes, yes. You outsmart Ship. You distract Ship with hamster milk. You get in the van and drive the van away. No, Magic and Comic, you make him a thong. That's why we're rounding up the fiber artist. That's what it is. You're kidnapping all of us to put us into a sweatshop. Yeah, no. Supreme Doom. What is the status on our right target? Just cut up a string and send it to him. Just think how warm your underbits. No, no. I have about 6 skeins of yarn for crochet right now. Oh yeah, you do need more yarn. Not a sweatshop. Well, there. Hides and knitting needles. I don't knit. Ha 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 ha. I got it. If he tries to lure you in that van, why is my stream degenerating into this? Why is my chat so weird? I think it's somebody named Shipwreck V27. If Ship tries to lure you into his van with the promise of free yarn, everybody bring with them your sharpest hook, crochet hook, or knitting needle, because you need a weapon. um, Remains diligent. Yes, because I'm a crochet hook. Okay. Yes. Okay. We're gonna start that. We're gonna start that. That Shipwreck is kidnapping hookers, crochet hookers, into a van. Wow. Serious note, you're really fun. Well, thank you. This was supposed technical difficulties in our target. Okay, that's fine. That's all right. Um, this was supposed to be family friendly. I'm sorry, it's not my doing. It's Ship. Ship is doing. Blame Ship. Yes, Reese. Yes, Reese Cup. Blame Ship. Grabs 13-inch metal needles. Been lurking and keep lurking all day. Yes, thank you, Lovey Bunny. Welcome in and thanks for the lurk. So, yes, I'm a dirty hooker. You're wheezing. Don't wheeze. Don't wheeze. Breathe. Breathe. You can only take clean ones. Look at my title. What? I know what my title says. I'm not looking at it. Title says 18 plus. It doesn't help. Okay, but I'm trying to keep it family friendly because that is the instructions. We need you to sing. No, I do. There's no singing. There's no singing on the stream today. On today. That's not for. We're not doing that today. See, Cleansy knows the words. Okay, and actually, no, I don't. Yeah, I'll promote that on another stream. Host is ready for welcome us, and she has an adorable surprise. Alrighty, okay. Again, I want to thank everybody for being here and being part of this wonderful raid train event the Supreme has set up for us. We are going to go and raid MDO Crafting. I think they're a card crafter, if I'm correct. I could be wrong. Yes, follow that raid call. Actually, let me do this. If I remember, what did I call this? Well, you guys are typing it already. I don't even remember what I called the thing. I don't want to be late on rating out. Mostly makes 3D paper crafts. Oh, very cool. So, everybody, um, stick around for the raid, copy the raid call, and let's go and visit MDO Crafting. Oh, professional streamer here. There we go. There we go. Everybody have a good evening and stick around for the train. I will chat